Channel 2, KPRC TV. It's nearly noon with Gail Anderson, Dan O'Rourke, Dave Dixon, and the Channel 2 News Team.
Is live at the Christmas card parade over at MD Anderson Hospital. I'm so sorry I couldn't make that this year. I've enjoyed it for the last 5 or 6 days. It's a great occasion, isn't it?
It really is. It's terrific. Good morning, Dan and Gail and everyone. You know, it really doesn't feel like Christmas season type weather today. We may have temperatures in the 90s, but there's lots of holiday spirit here. And a little later, we're going to take a look at some of the cards. Let me show you here. This is a regular size Christmas card, and the artists have gone ahead and blown these up and made them much larger so that they can ride in the parade and everyone can see them. And this is just one of the examples of a Christmas card painted by one of the actually one of the patients here at the MD Anderson Center, and then it's blown up even larger than life so everyone can see it. We'll take a look at some of the other cards and, more importantly, tell how you can order now and get your orders in and help benefit this great center and this great program too. Let me tell you quickly about the weather as well.
From Panama. Still time to go back to Dave Dixon at MD Anderson Hospital. Dave?
Hi, we're back here at the Medical Center, and let's take a quick look at some of the cards. I don't think we're going to have as much time as we had hoped. I have with me here Keith Broussard, who designed the card we showed you at the top of the show, the little, well, what is that, Keith, exactly?
Oh, it's Santa's truck. I just designed it because they kept pestering me to design one, and I finally went ahead with it, and they called me and told me that my card had been picked.
You designed this last year when you were a patient. This year now you're in remission and you're a freshman at Lamar University in Beaumont. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You bet. Karen Harrison is project manager for the entire project. How much money did you raise last year through the sales of these cards?
Oh, we budgeted $500,000 to the project, and that takes care of the emotional, educational, and recreational needs of our patients.
What do people have to do this year now if they want to buy their cards?
Well, they're on sale as of today. They can call us at 792-CARD, or they'll be in the gift shops in a variety of stores around town. 792-CARD. You can't hardly forget that. That'll get you all the information and the order that you need. Let's take a quick look at weather now. And again, the phone number is 792-6626 or 792-CARD for information about the MD Anderson Cancer Center cards. They're designed by the young people who are actually patients here, and they've all left me now. They're on their parade. Dan and Gail.
Go catch up, Dave. Thanks very much over at MD Anderson Hospital.
And those fabulous MD Anderson Christmas cards make their debut, kicking off the holiday season a little early. These stories, the latest on Jim Bakker's trial, and more next on 11 News at noon.
KHOU-TV, Houston. And now, from 11 News in Houston, Sylvan Rodriguez, Susan Banks, and Mario Gomez with weather. This is KHOU 11 News at noon.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at MD Anderson Hospital. It's time for the annual Christmas card parade at the Cancer Center, where they kick off one of the biggest fundraising projects of the year. Mario Gomez is at the Texas Medical Center now to tell us more about the parade and the cards and what they do. Mario?
That's right, Susan. You were here last year and you saw all the activities, and you can see behind me, we've got that parade in full gear right now. Where can you find Santa Claus in October? Right here in front of MD Anderson. Of course, we're kicking off the Christmas card parade, as you can see behind me. Karen Harrison, the project manager, is with us today. She's going to tell us all about this year's activities. Of course, we're looking forward to seeing all the new cards that you have out this year. How many new cards do we have?
We have 10 new cards and really an exciting array of them. They've created a lot of interest this year.
How about the amount of money that this project has been able to raise? How much money did you raise last year?
We budgeted $500,000 for the recreational, educational, and emotional needs of the children. And that's our top amount that we've given to pediatrics, and it's really exciting, the things we're being able to do with it.
How about any goals for this year? Are you looking forward to maybe raising $1 million?
We always like to raise more, and certainly that would be a terrific goal.
Fantastic. Where can people find these cards this year? They're going to be available, I'm sure, in just, today, as of today?
Today. They're in the gift shops here. They're available by mail or phone order, and they'll be in a number of spots sold by volunteers all over town.
Fantastic. Is there any specific phone number people need to call to find out about it?
792-CARD will give you lots of information, and we appreciate your interest in the children. Please call.
Thank you very much, Karen. As you can see out here, the parade's going full gear. Sandy Rivera was out here just a few moments ago. Remember that phone number, 792-CARD. That's an easy number to remember for a worthwhile project right here at MD Anderson to help the emotional needs of all the kids that need your support today. Susan?
All right, Mario, we'll get your forecast in just a little while. Thanks very much. Coming up, we'll go back to Mario at the Texas Medical Center for his forecast. Stay with us. The annual Christmas card parade for MD Anderson is going on now at the Medical Center. That's where Mario Gomez is, and that's where he's going to tell us about the weather. Mario, how is it out there, by the way?
Well, actually, it's just turned a little hazy outside. The clouds came over just in time for the parade. It's a little humid outside right now. Santa Claus was pulling up the rear of the parade just a few minutes ago. He just passed by here. That's how it looks out here right now. MD Anderson, the parade just finished. If you missed it, you can catch it again next year, Susan.
Nice weather for a parade. Now the cards are on sale.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you, Mario.
This is The Scene at 5 with Ron Stone, Doug Johnson.
It's a big day for some young cancer patients out at MD Anderson Hospital. Their artwork was a star attraction of the annual Christmas card parade through the medical center. Every year, the children being treated at MD Anderson design the Christmas cards, and the cards are sold to raise money for things like summer camp and college scholarship and art supplies. Now, by golly, the Scene at 5's very own Catherine Smith and Ron Regan. There's Catherine. Where's Ron? There's Catherine. And there's Ron. By golly, they got to escort the artist in the parade. Starting today, the cards are on sale at stores throughout Houston, and you can call 792-CARD, 792-CARD, and get those Christmas cards, and we hope that they sell absolutely millions of them.
And some of Santa's helpers parade their artistic works through the medical center.
You're watching Channel 13, KTRK-TV, Houston. Live at 5.
This turned out to be a lovely day for a parade, and so we took part in one, taking part in the annual kickoff for a special charity for children.
It's an event that lets everyone know that Christmas is in the cards for the children of MD Anderson Cancer Center. For the 16th year, the center will be selling Christmas cards designed by some of the kids who have been under treatment at that world-famous hospital. A parade through the center proudly announced the start of this year's drive, which hopes to sell 4 million cards nationally. Melanie was riding along with Doug Brown, Debbie Johnson, and Alan Himberger, the weekend team paired to ride the parade route. Sheriff Fryer, Frank Billingsley, and myself rounded out the Channel 13 contingent as we rode with Ngacia Ingambe, just recovering from a major operation on Friday. Hope she's doing well. That's what the event is about, the kids, and there were plenty of them in the parade. Officials of the hospital were there, and a wide competition throughout the hospital was held. Entries, well, this guy was one of them, Keith Broussard, who thought a seasonal Santa and a pickup was very appropriate.
I just wanted to draw something different. And I got to thinking about it, and everybody was pestering me, you know, to draw a card, and I kept telling them, no, I didn't feel like it. And finally one day I just got a wild hair to draw this card, you know, and I just wanted to see if it'd go over good, and it did.
For the launching of balloons, the Volunteer Services Department hopes that this year's sale will go over good. And so you can remember that if you're buying some cards, think about MD Anderson, which helps fund educational and recreational programs for the kids under treatment.
And the cards are just lovely. We all bought some today. Now we want to meet one of those talented young artists who is joining us from MD Anderson Hospital, 11-year-old Jeanine Sorensen. And we see her sitting there of Deer Park. Tell us about your design and how you came up with the idea.
Well, I
Just sort of popped out, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your design all about? What does it look like?
It's a package, and it's for Christmas. Everybody likes packages, and I guess that's one of the reasons I do it.
How long did it take you to do it, Jeanine? Were you laboring over it for days and days, or did it just sort of flow right out of the pencil for you?
No, it took about a day and a lot of thinking.
Now, well, you were in the parade today. Did you get a chance to be part of that?
Yeah.
Now, what'd you think?
It was neat.
Have you been in a parade before, or was this your first time to wave at all the folks?
No, this is my second year.
You're better at it this year, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it fun to start planning for Christmas this early? Most of us don't even start thinking about it, but is it fun to be thinking about Christmas cards and gifts?
Yeah.
I bet it is. You're excited about a little bit of Christmas here and selling some of these cards, and you have a message for somebody out there, don't you? Do you want to say hello to somebody?
Yeah, I wanted to say hi to my nurse, Shani, and my sister, Tania.
All right.
Well, I hope they all get a chance to see your hello, and we're certainly going to be out there buying your cards. We appreciate your joining us. Thank you.
Yes. Let us wish you a Merry Christmas as well. Let me take a look at this here. This is what we're talking about. Let me hold these things up.
At least two of the cards. Yeah, there you see
off,
it.
and there's one of them right there, and let me slide. There's the other one. And greetings. It says greetings both ways. Tricky deal.
Terrific card. I bought one of the pickup truck cards. Those were great.
Channel 2, KTRC TV. Channel 2 News at 6.
Also tonight, one of Houston's most special parades.
You know, there's something that all of us can do to help in the fight against cancer, and it's as simple as buying Christmas cards. Some youngsters at MD Anderson Hospital today kicked off their annual Christmas card sale with a festive parade, and Bob Nicholas has the story.
It's an event that gets bigger and bigger every year. This is how the medical center used the lunch hour to kick off a nationwide sale on Christmas cards.
We have orders from every state in this union, including Alaska and Hawaii.
The cards are designed by cancer patients at MD Anderson. They were the stars of this festive occasion, each riding in a car with a local celebrity. Jan Carson was among the group from Channel 2, along with her daughter, Sydney Ann. Featured at the end of the parade were replicas of the Christmas cards. More than 100 cancer patients submitted entries. Only 11 of them were chosen. 12-year-old Dominic Roman was among them.
It took me 2 hours to make the Longhorn, and it took me 15 minutes just to think of it.
I figured it didn't go over, it wouldn't go over very good, and I just did it because I needed something to, keep me busy. And they called me, and I was just totally surprised.
Most of the cards are sold 22 a pack for $8. Last year, MD Anderson raised nearly $3.5 million through the sale and hopes to hit $4 million this year.
The money is to help the kids in various ways: college scholarships, summer camp, weekly parties, special outings, all kinds of things for the kids that they normally probably wouldn't get to have.
This is the 16th year for the Children's Christmas Card Project. Bob Nicholas, Channel 2 News.
That's a lot of fun. And you know, those designs are so professional. It's hard to believe that the kids were able to do that. And the cards this year are as great as ever. And if you'd like to get some, Randall's and University Savings is carrying the Christmas cards.
I want to take Sydney Ann home with me.
How do you like that wave? I did not teach her that wave.
Oh, she's pretty. Did you make that dress she was wearing?
Not really. I'm not that domestic, Bill.
Finally tonight, it isn't even Halloween yet, but Houston has had its first Christmas parade. The annual MD Anderson Hospital Parade kicked off this year's effort to sell Christmas cards, the cards designed by young cancer patients there. And who better to cover this early Yuletide story than our own Norm Buell.
The parade introduces this year's Christmas cards designed by children with cancer to help other cancer victims. Behind each card is a story. This one was designed by 14-year-old Adriana Martinez, who has leukemia. She goes home to Nuevo Laredo, Mexico tomorrow after more than 2 years of treatment. The prognosis is very good and very different from what she was told 3 years ago by a Laredo doctor.
He told me that I have six months in the life, and then I go into died. And I don't know, I'm so happy because I have my family. I'm right here. I have a friend, I have a boyfriend. I have a lot of...
And more importantly, that doctor in Laredo was wrong, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was wrong. And I hate it. I hate it.
Her uncle, Juan Alvarado of Houston, got her into MD Anderson. He had been told no several times. Adriana was not a citizen, and the family had no money. But just when it looked as though he'd failed, he found a doctor with a sympathetic ear.
My sister-in-law, everybody cried, really. They cried in that time. And she said, he said, the doctor, it's okay, I'll take care of this situation. And it's no problem. Everything's coming from me. It's no worry about it. If she's sick, I'll take care of her.
That's only one of 11 stories, but all the cards carry the same message, the joy of Christmas.
And the money goes right back to make things a little more comfortable for the kids at the hospital. That's good.
Puts you in the spirit.
Yeah.
That's our news this evening. Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you again tonight at 10.
Also, MD Anderson Hospital unveils its 1989 Christmas cards, the ones designed by kids who are patients there. And we'll have this, we hope, of good tidings. Good tidings is what you find in the annual Christmas card parade of MD Anderson Hospital. For 16 years, young cancer patients have practiced their art in the form of season's greetings. The parade is a flashy announcement that this year's cards will soon be in the stores. Proceeds fund recreational programs for the young patients year-round and pay for tutoring programs and even scholarships.
And it also pays for a teacher to come up there so that you don't miss that much school, which was a real help for me my senior year. I took most of my classes up here, and if I hadn't had the courses up here, I probably wouldn't have passed. And so it did a great deal. It does a great deal for everybody.
Jeanine drew the winter scene. 10 designs are chosen each year. Huge mock-ups take their place in the parade along with the artists themselves. It creates quite a stir. It's not every day you get a look at Santa from surgery. Our Melanie Lawson and Doug Brown were quite taken with the crowd. Weekenders Debbie Johnson and Alan Hemberger quite taken with their wheels. And Frank Billingsley, Bob Boudreau, and I quite taken with a young patient. Ingacia Igambi had surgery last Friday and faces months of radiation or chemo. But she and her mom took joy in the day.
It has taught me to appreciate life and take one day at a time. And I'm thinking very positive about life now. And I'm taking for granted.
Igacia, I know that you're all ready for Christmas. Tell me what you want.
I would like a piano and a bike, and that's all.
And we want you to get well.
I do too. Thank you.
The cards will be on sale in local groceries and banks, as well as MD Anderson Hospital in the next few weeks. They hope to sell 4 million this year, topping last year's record. This, after all, is a place of optimism, expressed by 19-year-old Jeanine, who is beating bone cancer.
We keep a smile on our faces and hope for the future.
Jeanine had a lot of friends who were standing by over there, and they were thrilled to see her on TV.
Good. And now, Fox News at 9 with Fran Fawcett, Mike Barajas, Robert Smith with weather, and Mark Berman on sports.
On the baseball playoffs.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
Okay.
You know, guys, with the way football, baseball, basketball all run together, I guess it's no surprise that there would be a Christmas parade in October. And what a parade it was, winding through the medical center, complete with all the trimmings. It's the kickoff for the 16th annual MD Anderson Children's Christmas Card Project. The cards were paraded proudly, and their creators, who are all cancer patients, rode with friends to cheer Saval.
Most excellent. I took art classes and fooled around, but I never thought that I'd be winning something like this.
But Jeanine Bohner's winter scene is a winner, and she won last year as well. The Christmas card sales, sponsored by Volunteer Services, provide educational, recreational, and emotional needs of young cancer patients. All kinds of wonderful things.
Oh, yeah. I know you had a good time.
Oh, I did. Hanukkah cards, Christmas cards, you got ornaments, everything. You can call the hospital, but what a wonderful cloud cover you...
Well, here's a signal that Christmas must be just around the corner. MD Anderson's 1989 Christmas card collection is out. The cards designed by the young cancer patients at the hospital. Folks at MD Anderson paraded down the street to the medical center today to kick off the Christmas card campaign. Young cancer patients at MD Anderson have been creating these cards for 16 years now, and every year, 10 designs are chosen to be packaged for sale. Some lucky Channel 13ers got to cruise with the artists of this year's edition. Cards will hit the stores soon, and proceeds go to fund year-round recreational programs for the children there. And a final item tonight.